time it is. It doesn't really matter whether that's the exact time or not. For instance, my clock next to my bed, typically over my life, I used to put it just an indeterminate number of minutes ahead, like I didn't know how far ahead it was. There we go, we're on.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's like 25 minutes ahead. It's ridiculous. But when I look at it, I think that's what time it is, which means I'm going to bed a lot later and waking up a lot earlier than I thought. Okay. So welcome, and we are in the week of my bar mitzvah portion, Vayera.
I feel like you say that a lot.
Well, no, my bar mitzvah, there's only one that it's my actual bar mitzvah portion, and that's this one. No, tell you when it's my brother's. I can tell you when it's a lot of different people's, but this one is mine. It was November 2nd in 1974. I'm not really even quite sure of when it was. But yeah, this is it. And it's a very, very famous section of the Torah. It's the scene where Abraham attempts to sacrifice his son, Isaac. And there's so many issues with this Torah portion. There are so many questions that can be said about it. It's one of the most difficult Torah portions in all of the Torah because of what happens in it. Of course, in these meditations, we kind of pick up on one or two words here or there. And the first thing I'd like to talk about today occurs a couple of times in this Torah portion. And it's interesting when it does occur. So in the very beginning of the portion, Abraham has just circumcised himself. And he's sitting out in front of his tent. And it says, God appeared to Abraham. And then the very next sentence is, and he lifted up his eyes and he saw three strangers who just kind of were right there. So it's that line that says he lifted up his eyes. Yisainav Yar, and he saw. Vayera. He lifted up his eyes and he saw. Later on, he's told that he has to sacrifice his son at some mountain that will be shown to him, that he will recognize when he gets there. Hello, Irene, and hello, Helene. Only people that have matching names can come in. And so he's told, when... just go, and I'm going to point it out to you. And after 3 days' time, it says he lifted up his eyes and he saw the mountain where he was supposed to do the sacrifice. Later on, when he's about to kill his son, he's told not to by an angel. And then it says he lifted up his eyes and he saw. And that time he sees the ram that will be sacrificed instead of his son. So the first time, he lifts up his eyes and he sees these messengers, these angels, these men. We don't know what they are, but Jewish tradition makes them into angels. And then later on, he lifts up his eyes and he sees the place where he's sacrificed. And then later on, he lifts up his eyes and he's able to see the ram. And one of the interpretations, actually Rashi points out, is that there's a redundancy there, right? He lifts up his eyes. Why does he have to say, and he sees? That he doesn't have to. He lifts up his eyes, and there in front of him are these three angels. So why the redundancy? Why does he have to say Vayar or Vayera? And the answer that Rashi gives is that line is not, and he saw. That line was, and he understood. I lift up my eyes and I see these three men. I understand that they're angels. I lift up my eyes and I see this mountain in the distance. I understand that's the mountain. And then I lift up my eyes and I see this ram in the thicket. I understand it. And so there is a difference between just lifting up your eyes and looking, or lifting up your eyes and really seeing whatever it is you're looking at. And I think that is our challenge. in the mindfulness practice, in our meditation practice. It's all about understanding, seeing something and noticing it and understanding what it is. Now, the line from noticing to understanding, it can be very difficult. And you may not get there in one, fell swoop. It may take a while to get there. You may see something and not understand it for a long time. And then all of a sudden, you have an experience and you finally understand what it is that you saw earlier. Like I see that there's some kind of motorcycle going outside my house, but going very quickly. So it's that the difference between just noticing and the pursuit of understanding it, right? We're not going to understand everything that we see or that happens to us. But if we pursue an understanding of it, that's really all we can ask, is to notice and then to pursue. Pursue the knowledge of what that thing is. So I think that's part of what we can do today as we have thoughts that come into our heads, is to lift up our eyes and try to notice them. Now, our eyes will probably be closed, but the idea is that that we need to pursue the knowledge of what's happening to us. That if something's happening in our bodies, we notice it, and then we try to interpret, we try to figure out what it is. Keeping in mind that, we may not always be successful in really figuring it out, but it's that pursuit of knowledge and the pursuit of understanding. Our eyes can lift up, and we can see something, but do we truly see it and understand it? So that's what I'd love to have us take into our silent time together. And so as we go for the next 20 minutes or so, let's try to clear ourselves out. Hello, Valerie. Let's try to clear ourselves out. So we're just being instead of doing. I don't know what kind of weekend you had or what kind of week you're having already, but sometimes it's important to just be. Let ourselves be for 20 minutes. And then we'll come back together and we'll finish up. We'll ask for feelings of safety and blessing. Here we go. We're just breathing, thinking about our breath, taking our mind away from all the little things that distract us. Just breathing in, breathing out, noticing how we do that. And we're just allowing everything to be for now. as your thoughts take you away with kindness, without judgment, with love. Just bring yourself back to your breath. Feel it all the way in, all the way out. Feel the corners of your breath. last several moments together, let's ask for a couple of feelings. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. First of our priestly benedictions. May I feel safe. Sometimes we are safe, but we don't feel it. Sometimes we may not be, but we feel it. I guess I prefer to be safe and to feel safe. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel blessed to be here, to be me, to be in this spot and this place. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed and safe. With each breath, offer yourself that out loud or in a whisper or to yourself. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. If you'd like to invite someone to be in front of you in your mind's eye and offer it to them, may you feel safe. May you feel blessed. May you feel blessed. May you feel safe. May you feel safe and blessed. And bring it back to yourself. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you were able to find peace and stillness. May you feel blessed, and may you feel safe.